The upcoming Jewar Airport promises to bring revolutions not just in terms of aviation sector but also brings a lot of opportunities for the real estate sector as well. And to talk about the opportunities and also the cautions that the customers need to have, we are being joined by none other than Mr. Anshuman Magazine, who is the chairman and CEO of CBRE India. So thank you so much for speaking to Times Now. First of all, tomorrow is the inauguration. How do you see this as an opportunity for the real estate sector, especially around the Noida and the northern belt of India?
Certainly a great opportunity. India is one of the few countries where there's still greenfield airports which are coming, and it has a multiplier impact on real estate, on the economy, local economy, of course. Besides, of course, connectivity, it's also around it, the supply chain develops. There is offices which will come in, there's warehousing, there's logistics and industrial. Besides that, healthcare, education, we're seeing Noida in that area has many institutions. There are new hospitals coming in. So it just has an exponential, what you call, impact on the not only the local market, but the entire region. So it's not only Noida, NCR, it will be NCR as a whole, which will benefit.
So we'll also shift on the residential part as well. There have been certain news reports where certain unauthorized colonies have been there. You being an expert in this particular industry, how would you suggest the customers to go by and to be sure that these are the certain pointers that they need to follow in order to avoid themselves from any scam? How do you see that?
Certainly, RERA, since RERA has come in, so the customers or whoever is buying housing should look at if the developer is registered and thoroughly check on the RERA side. They should also look at the contracts, maybe take legal help before signing any contract, and make sure that they get proper legal advice. Because what happens is a lot of times people just go sign papers, give the check, they don't think that is important. It's very important that the contracts are seen properly. So both RERA and the contracts put together. Third, of course, is, which of course RERA also tells you, the financial background of the developer and if they have the finances to complete the project. So all this put together will safeguard as much as possible the customer who's putting in money.
Cool, sir. My last question would be, how do you see these kind of development? There have been townships that have been announced by the government. How do you see the model of public-private model coming in together, and what are the opportunities that can further come in the future if these things, the private sector also involves more than what it is involving right now in the particular area? How do you see that?
See, in particular, Greater Noida and Noida is one of the few areas where the public-private partnership has really worked. If you look at any of the developments that are coming, be it healthcare, like I mentioned, or education institutions, even in the case of residential commercial, where Noida, Greater Noida is one of the few places where the government put in the infrastructure first and then went for a private-public partnership to develop all different types of asset classes. And I think it's an example for rest of India that first the infrastructure should come in. There was connectivity. They made really nice highways. And I remember many years back, the Greater Noida Development Authority actually had come and made a presentation to us as a company. And this I'm talking about 25 years back, that their planning of infrastructure was just amazing, and now we can see the results and why that whole belt is better than many other pockets of our country, because the infrastructure came first and now the development is coming.
So we hope so with the upcoming these projects, it will be enhanced more in the future. You were listening to Mr. Anshuman Magazine, who spoke extensively about the potentials that the particular area holds for now, and also the future opportunities, not just for customers in terms of residential, but also in terms of commercial property as well. With camera person Bashim Kam, this is Shivam Sharma for the Times Network.